Hello, my esteemed viewers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Chinedu Michael, let us look at what is happening in Nigeria regarding Nnamdi Kanu'S travail. Look at if Nnamdi Kanu'S release is causing ripples in different places. We have seen a spontaneous reaction in DSS headquarters when Bichi was replaced as the DSS Director General. And people, these are God people talking. That is like Nnamdi Kanu'S presence, or sorry, influence is making wave across the length and breadth of the globe.
Now, that's the Biafran Kama spirit, if you are put it that way, it's unstoppable. And it has been foretold by Nnamdi Kanu that the consequences of Bichi's Fulanization or Fulanitic judiciary attack on Nnamdi Kanu's case has actually paid off. It took time actually before the consequences of his decisions, stopping, bridging Nnamdi Kanu's right to have access to his lawyer, to medication, to doctors, and thereabout, based on the arrangement and agreement he had with the former president Buhari on that ground. So when the issue continued, remember I said it clearly that there was a time that it got the Bintayako court angry over his decision to withdraw some for Nnamdi Kanu's rights to medication and of course his lawyers. It was questioned and it was threatened with jail. So, but somewhere along the line, we'll discover that there was a wide jubilation in Abuja when he was finally booted out by Tinubu-led administration. It tells you that is a clearer picture of what is going to come. We are still going to see more on that regard, and to make things look very easier and very okay in terms of paving the way for final release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever you are seeing happening between the DSS and IA, these are the people who masterminded the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. They are the people that pioneered that illegality, that criminal act. So as it stands now, they are not going to know how and manner and the secret or engagement that would have led to the Nnamdi Kanu release, given their exit currently now. So all those things now, government decision based on Nnamdi Kanu now will be kept secret. And another factor we are going to look at is that the issue of security of Nigeria. I am expecting that Nuhu Ribadu should be relieved of that appointment with immediate effect. Then the Minister of Defense, Matawale, should also be relieved of his position, because these are suspicious characters that has been seen, to have endangered the security of lives and property in this country. So I still want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to still look at that direction and see how he is going to checkmate these people, because they have overstayed their occupation of the Nigerian security intelligence and system for a very long time, and they have actually compromised, given the recent revelation that was coming from one Hadiya Kashim or thereabout, what they call him, that has billions and millions of assets and dollars associated with his sponsorship of Boko Haram and banditry in Nigeria. These are very close people who is close. That man, I believe, is close to Nuhu Ribadu. He's also close to Matawale and the rest of them. And these are the people who are already involved in Tinubu's government. So I think things are becoming very clearly, but the fact still remains that at the end of the day, if Nnamdi Kanu is not being released, based on certain moves we are seeing now, it will definitely going to endanger Tinubu's administration, and a lot of people will see it as something that our fears has not actually been cleared, because when a situation where you are having the southwest and the northern part of the country practicing or taking up feudal system in disguise against the other tribe, major tribe of the country, then that means there is a problem, and that problem can be seen by the way and action the Tinubu's administration is taking, is going about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I agreed. The Yorubas, the West, and the Northerners have similarities when you talk about the feudal system, and it's only the eastern part of the country that does not buy into anything that has to do with the feudal system, and that's why you see that the Muslim ticket has suddenly become a very big threat on the corporate existence and unity of Nigeria. So Tinubu and Simon Ekpa is not something Nigerians should see as Simon Ekpa is doing too much. Simon Ekpa is not doing too much. We see these things as something that should be done if there are no loss of life attached to it.
Okay, now because the court have made it clear that the two parties involved in Nnamdi Kanu's case, I'm talking about Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and federal government, should meet and see whether they could sort out issues for a possible political solution to Nnamdi Kanu's travail. And as we have it, on the 24th of September, that is next month, the court will be sitting to know the level of engagement that have gone into that insinuation that came from the court. Now, we have seen so many moves, different groups, senators, House of Rep members, engaging with government, but we are yet to see the governors who are promised to meet with the executive. And perhaps seen the governors move as a magic wand that will change or rather see Nnamdi Kanu work out freely. Do you think the governors will eventually meet with the federal government before 24th, where the court will be meeting?
Yes, I think they have met federal government in that regard. If they have not met, their representatives have done that, and that's the essence of democracy. You know, you negotiate and renegotiate. That's what democracy is all about. Democracy, those people you are seeing at the Senate, at the House of Rep, you know, are representatives of people, and that is what democracy is all about. So they are calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu because the people are calling, are saying that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. The government are the governors themselves are federating unit of the same system, but irrespective of how, whether they are coming from one particular block or not, the truth of the matter is that the bulk of the matter ends with the president. The president have the right to use his position as the president of Nigeria to order the immediate and release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's just the fact, and it's not a rocket science to do. You know, if there is no hidden agenda, you know, they are trying to or some backlogs or some heat, then they will need to clear, because remember I said it very clearly, with what Tinubu is trying to do very clearly now, and with what as the court date of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is approaching, well, until that day we'll be able to know, you know, the level of engagement the governors have done, and the level of engagement the House of Rep members, Federal House of Rep members has done, and the level of engagement other ethnic lords has also done to seek the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, you know, has been talking to the press recently, signaling that his freedom, his release, is very near. So it's left for until that date of court appearance of his court, of him, Nnamdi Kanu appearing in court comes. We'll continue to watch and pray that it comes to that level. Maybe on that day he will be asked to go home to be released, or they will see a certain judgment or pronouncement that will definitely be in his favor on that day. So until that is done, that one will now know how the level of job, you know, and negotiation and lobbying that's taking place in regard of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I know that the governors, the southeastern governors, are not relenting.
I must say, very thank you for your time, Mr. Chinedu Michael. Thank you very much. This is Satellite Media and Mr. Matu. We'll do that.